Thank you so much for joining in on our Pure Romance virtual party experience. Here's the deal. If you are here because someone invited you to join in on their virtual party, make sure you do me a favor and drop a comment on who your hostess is, and make sure you smash that follow button. If you are catching me on your For You page, same thing, smash that follow button. We share lots of fun and exciting stuff for the bedroom and beyond. My name is Carissa Chauhan, and I've been a Pure Romance consultant now going on 7 years. Back when I started this business, I had no idea what it was going to turn into. I had just had a baby after going through infertility treatments for a couple of years. I was super poor in $20,000 of debt and had no idea how I was going to pay it all. I ultimately ended up going to a Pure Romance party at my best friend's house and fell in love with the business. The consultant there that night made about $300 and I was sold. I went home that night and told my husband I was going to become the ST lady, and he ultimately said no, but here we are almost 7 years later, and we are so very thankful that we took a chance on ourselves, and we're both now stay-at-home parents. I work my business completely online, and I absolutely love what I do. If this is something you've ever thought about doing, or maybe you just have questions, always feel free to reach out to me. Tonight, we are going to go over our top 10 best-selling products company-wide for the party. Make sure you're writing notes, asking me questions, etc. in the comments, and we'll zoom through this real quick. Be sure to stay till the end because I am going to give you a code word to let me know that you watched the video so you can get more entries to the drawing. As always, I start my parties off mild and then we head on into the more wild stuff. Because of TT guidelines, I cannot use certain terminology, so I will be using code words. Please don't judge me. First and foremost, we have this product right here. This is called Basic Instinct, and Basic Instinct is your pheromones in a bottle, or your Bound Chicka Wow Wow. We're always producing pheromones, but as we grow older, we start to produce less of them, and that's where this stuff comes into play. Basic Instinct is our synthetic roll-on pheromones. You're going to put it on anywhere that you have a pulse point, and what's going to happen is it's going to help you create your own natural scent and your own pheromones. So whether you're a single Pringle or a married person trying to connect better with your partner, this is great. You're going to put a little bit on before you go out to wherever you go out. And if you're looking for someone, you're most likely going to find them. Can't guarantee who it's going to be, but you might get some free drinks along the way. If you're trying to connect more with your partner, this is definitely going to help you in that department as well. It's also great because it does make unhappier people just a little bit happier. So if you have that person that you work next to that's just always cranky, put some perfume on and be like, hey, do you want to smell my new perfume? Might make them a little bit happier. It's also great for people who work for tips or commission because it does. Happier people tend to open their wallets just a little bit wider. This one is called Basic Instinct. Now next in our lineup is our rash-free shave cream. This is called Coochie. Coochie is absolutely amazing. You're going to put it on anywhere that you have hair. Leave it on for about 30 seconds to a couple minutes wherever your patience level lies, and then shave with it. It's going to leave you with a smoother, softer shave that not only lasts longer, but the hair that grows back softer. You're going to be left with less ingrown hairs, red bumps, and all of that stuff. And if you have super long hair, it's also great to use as a deep conditioner. Moving on to our more wild selections. If your gag reflex is getting you down while you're trying to go down, Great Head is your answer. Great Head is an oral delight gel. You're going to take a pea-sized amount, put it in your mouth, swish around, and swallow it. It's going to get rid of your gag reflex, making it so if you're trying to brush your teeth, go to the dentist, or go downtown, it's a little bit easier. It also doesn't numb your throat like those chloroseptic sprays, and it tastes like a pink Starburst, which is arguably the best Starburst. Next on the roster is our nightstand necessities. Now, I call these two items the nightstand necessities because I feel like every single person who has a taco needs these in their nightstand. The first one is our O Enhancement Cream. What's great about this is I call this Clitoris with a C crack, if you know what I'm saying. Why you want this is because 80 to 85% of people with one of these need it stimulated to achieve the big O. It also takes the average person with a taco 14 minutes of arousal and core play to be able to reach the big O. All right, that's where something like this comes into play. You're going to take a pea-sized amount of our O, put it right on that Clitoris with the C. It's going to tingle and cool there, bringing fresh blood and oxygen to the area, doing all that core play for you, making everything just a little bit better. Now, in addition to that, you're going to want to make sure you grab our Just Like Me. Just Like Me is a water-based lubricant. Now, whether you think you're Niagara Falls or maybe you're the Sahara Desert, I think everybody, whether you're 18 or 108, needs lubricant in their life. The Just Like Me is going to be a water-based lubricant. It's going to be most like your natural lubrication. And what I love most about it is it has a re-wetting property, which means that you can put it on hours before the act or right before the act, but it's going to use your natural moisture to re-wet itself over and over and over again. This is called my Nightstand Necessities. It comes with the O and the Just Like Me. Now, we are moving right on into spicy items. You know what I'm saying, all right? I have 4 spicy items to show you, and each one of them has a different purpose. So I'm going to show you one for our eggplant owners, one for our taco owners, one that you can use for both, and our best selling couples item. Up first is our Get a Grip and our Whipped Creamy Lubricant. Now what this is going to be used for is this is a self-love sleeve for our eggplant owners. You're going to go ahead and take a little bit of our Whipped Creamy Lubricant, put it in one of the holes, and slide it down the shaft of the eggplant. Now you can use this for handy helpers, if you know what I'm saying. You can use it for oral favors. If you use it with the great head, it tastes like strawberries and cream, you're welcome. You can also use it as a buffer between a person with an eggplant and a person with a taco if the eggplant is just a little bit bigger than you were hoping. This is a great way to experience different pleasure with your partner and yourself, and is a lot of fun. I also like to call this the sister wife, the handy helper, the pocket taco, whatever you want to call it. This is Get a Grip and this is Whipped, and you definitely need this if you're using this. Next up on the roster is our Main Attraction. Main Attraction is my best selling item for our taco owners. Here's the reason why. This thing was made for women by women. I don't know if you can see how fast that's moving right now, but that is moving on your clitoris with a C. What's also happening at this point is this right here can be inserted inside the taco. It's gonna hit up against that G that marks the spot, which is located 2 to 3 inches inside the taco opening. Well, this is vibing right on the clitoris with a C, giving you an immense amount of pleasure and stimulation everywhere that you crave and desire it. Now, I also want you to notice how this part right here is very thin and slender. This is going to be great because when you do O, our tacos actually contract around whatever's inside them, making it so this thin, slender piece is great for giving you your full orgasm, if you know what I'm saying. This is called Main Attraction, and I think absolutely every person with a taco needs this in their life. Next up is going to be our vitamin C, and vitamin C is a C ring. C stands for constriction, control, couples, and whatever other C's you want to put in there. This is a ring that's going to go around the shaft of an eggplant. Now, what's great about a C ring is it's a great way to introduce bedroom items to the bedroom with your partner. What's going to happen is your C ring is going to turn your partner into the best dual action item ever. The shaft of their eggplant is going to vibrate inside the taco opening, hitting up against all those nerve endings, while also maybe even hitting up against that G that marks the spot. While that's happening, this part right here is vibing right on that doorbell, giving you immense amount of pleasure and stimulation. Now, what's great about this is every time the partner enters, it's going to ring that doorbell and back away, and ring the doorbell and back away over and over and over again, leading you to the most mind-blowing O ever. This one is called Vitamin C and is absolutely amazing. Now, I definitely saved the best for last with this one. This right here is called Twilight Mood. And Twilight Mood, despite it looking like a spoon, is our best-selling bedroom item by far. You can use it in a variety of different ways. You can use it as a normal wand for like erogenous area stimulation. You can use it up against your mouth for mouth hugs. You can bend the tip, insert it into the taco, and it's going to hit up against that G that marks the spot. But the best thing you're going to do is bend the whole thing in half and turn it into a dual action vibe. You're inserting this portion right here into the taco opening. It's hitting up against the G that marks the spot, as well as the clitoris with the C at the same time. Now you can leave it hands-free in there while you do other things, or you can have a partner or toy enter underneath using some lubrication. Now what's happening at this point is you just turn this into the best couples item ever. They're going to feel, it's going to feel tighter to them, giving them some stimulation from the vibration. It's going to feel fuller to you, giving you all the stimulation. Every time your partner thrusts inside, this is going to get pushed deeper and deeper into that G that marks the spot. Well, this is still vibing on that lady doorbell, which 80 to 85% of our taco owners need stimulated to achieve the big O. This is ultimately going to be your best purchase ever if you have a partner with an eggplant and you want a couples item. It's called Twilight Moon. And that's our top 10 best sellers. If you loved everything that you saw today, you can grab all of those items, which is a $582 value, for $249. It's called the Party Pack, and you can grab it at the link in my bio. Make sure that if you do grab this package that you let me know ASAP so I can give your hostess credit. Now, if you want to see everything that we have to offer, head on over to that link in my bio and make sure that when you shop, you add your hostess's name to the order notes so she gets credit. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. If you're finding me because your hostess invited you to a party with me, make sure you drop her name below. And then also, if you are finding me in the FYP page, give me a follow, let me know so I can say hey. The code word for tonight was inspire. If this video inspired you at all, please let me know. I absolutely love what I do. Spreading sexual health information and showing off amazing products is my life. Thanks, guys.